All right, guys, welcome to the show. The stars. It was Ashton and Fedor. Yeah, he went to go hang out with Gavin for a little bit. So, election 2020, man.
22.
2022. It's a really big deal, man. How's it going for you?
Wow. It's interesting, man. It's fun. It's interesting. Hey, let's talk endorsements for a minute.
Yes, please.
Okay, so endorsements kind of when a group or organization comes to a candidate and says, hey, we'd like to endorse you. We'd like to say that we support you.
Yes.
Now, to me personally, when I ran for, I think it was council in 18 or whenever it was I ran.
I think it was 18.
Yeah. When I ran for council, I was actually approached with people that said, hey, we want to endorse you. We want to give you money to add to your campaign. I said, hey, thank you very much, but no.
Yep.
Because I'm not going to owe you anything.
Yep.
I'm not going to owe anybody. All I owe is the voters who elect me. And the ones that don't elect me, I want to work hard to earn their respect and their trust, right?
That's it.
Okay. So an endorsement was when people come up and say, hey, we got your back.
Yep.
Monday, I think it was Monday, last week, I was sent an email from SUDA, because I'm running for school board, from the Selma Unified Teacher Association. They wanted me to fill out this questionnaire and then meet with them on Monday, right? Because they wanted to decide who to back in District 3. They were going to do that they were looking at all the districts there's only 2 districts running.
Yes.
So I filled out the questionnaire. I was very honest, brutally honest with them. I told them that I wasn't even seeking their endorsement. I don't want their endorsement because I don't want to feel like I owe anybody.
Exactly.
Right? I'm nobody's. Anyway.
Or whatever. Yeah.
So anyway, but I would love to meet with them because, hey, we need to get to know each other. If elected, we're going to be working together anyway. So why not start the dialogue now?
Yes.
Met with them, had a great meeting. I really enjoyed myself. I hope they enjoyed themselves too. They've sent me a text saying that they have decided not to back anybody in the District 3 race. So there's 3 candidates. There's me, there's Isaiah Lopez, and there's Lucy Gallardo, right? Mm-hmm. The mayor's sister-in-law.
Yes.
Okay.
Another one.
Yeah. So of those 3, they decided that nobody did they want to back. At that time they didn't feel like they wanted to back anybody.
Yeah.
So
that's a big statement too, though. You know what? We're here to endorse somebody, and then they don't endorse somebody.
I don't know what to make of it. You kind of run it through your head. You're bouncing it back and forth. Why did they go through the trouble if they weren't going to endorse? Did they have it planned out already not to endorse? Were they going to? Yada yada yada. Who knows? I don't know. All I can do is take them at their word. They said that they weren't going to endorse. So, okay, fine. Now, they did endorse Estea Kessler in her race.
In her race against
Mateo Rodriguez, yeah. So they did endorse her. Hey, so good for her, good for them for endorsing her. And we'll see where that one goes.
Yeah, so this is something. So, if I don't think it's a good idea for them to come out and endorse. That's just my opinion.
Right.
So let's say now that I've done it for a while, if I ran and they didn't endorse me, there would probably be some issues later on. Right. Not to say that I would hold that against them, but you would have some bad feelings.
Well, and I tend to agree with you. So this is they're like a political action committee kind of deal.
Yeah, and that's not what I mean. That kind of stuff should stay out, in my opinion.
Yeah, it should stay. Well, and it depends too. Like the teachers' union is going to be directly affected by who's on the school board, right? Could be directly affected.
Yeah, they're going to want some tie-ins.
Right. So in that case, I would probably have a tendency not to endorse. Now, there are some organizations. Well, I guess they would be directly affected too that did some endorsing, and that's the firemen.
Yes.
The firemen here in town.
And who did they endorse?
They endorsed Luis Quintana.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
That's a huge deal.
Because I believe, unless I'm remembering wrong, they supported the mayor last time.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Mayor Robertson.
Yeah, I couldn't speak to that.
I think they did.
I do know that the POA supported Robertson last time, and they have come out this time saying they're not going to support anybody. They're not going to endorse anybody.
Yeah. Now they did. I think they did say as of right now. So maybe it could change, but right now they're staying out of everything.
As of right now, they're saying we are not endorsing anybody, which to me is huge.
That's a huge thing because you endorse the mayor, who talks about safety all the time, and you're not endorsing him now.
Well, and maybe that stems from part of the fact that they're not really about safety. They're saying they're about safety.
So are the actions doing it?
Well, the actions certainly aren't matching up with what they say, because
some of them, yeah.
Both Robertson and Guerra both voted against more SROs.
SROs
for the school.
Yeah, so SRO is a school resource officer, which is basically a cop on campus.
Right.
They did vote no
Yep.
against that.
Yep. So that's a definite.
So the mayor voted no. Remember that, guys.
Yeah. So the mayor voted no on that. The ones that are, and it's funny because I saw a Sarah Guerra sign on the way here, and it said, safety for everyone. Well, evidently not the kids.
Yeah,
Because-
yeah. Why did you vote no on the cop on campus?
Yeah. So that would be interesting to see how they spin that and what they say. But so
Yeah.
the POA the Police Officers Association has decided at this time not to endorse anybody. The firefighters are endorsing Louis Quintana.
Louis Quintana.
The
Big deal.
mayor race is a three-way race.
Yes.
We've got Louis Quintana, Scott Robertson, and Teresa
Solis. Yeah.
So since we're talking about that, so that's all the endorsements that have come out and
Yeah.
what's happened with endorsements. But since we're talking about the races, let's do this, man. We're only 10 days away from the ballots going out.
Wow.
Mayor race. Everybody in town gets to vote for it. Who are you voting for, Roger?
I'm going to vote for Louis Quintana. Mr. Fedor?
100% Louis.
Oh,
No
there-
hesitation.
There it is.
Yeah. Now
Yeah, I
that's
didn't mean to hesitate.
Right.
That's been the guy for a long time.
Yeah, that's nothing bad against Teresa. I like her.
Mm-hmm.
Lewis is my guy. We've been talking about him for even before she even entered the race.
Oh yeah, this goes back to February.
Yeah, he came out
I
a
think
long
February.
time ago.
Yeah, which was a kind of a good thing to do.
Well, that was a smart thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's been running for a while. So that's the one everybody in town gets to vote for the mayor. You got to pick one of the three, or not vote, I guess.
Yeah.
The other thing now is the council seats. Council seats, we have a Johnny Trujillo, and against Jose Moreno the third.
The third.
Right.
Don't really know nothing about Jose except for a little bit on social media. It seems to be tied in, or really likes the mayor.
Everywhere I see a Robertson sign, I see a Jose sign.
Yes. So I'll tell you what bothers me about that is, and you do see matching signs at places. Okay, whatever. But I seen some mayor signs that actually have almost like patches with the sister-in-law. Okay, well, you kind of expect that. And then you see with Jose Moreno. So now it looks like, hey, these three right here, they're telling you, it's like they're telling us, we're the three now.
Right.
Vote for us three. Change the board up. So the problem with that would be, do you like what's going on right now or not? And I kind of like what's been going on for the most part, not everything. But
Right.
for the most part, compared to what had been going on before.
Right.
Before.
Well, you got to figure. I think Scott's the longest guy there right now.
Yes. And, and I do hear, he had part of the majority for a very long time.
Long time. What's
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah.
Nothing's changed.
No.
I mean, anyway.
I mean,
We
not
could
very
go-
much.
we could
Not
go-
very much that we know of.
Yeah, we could go on and on, but
Yeah.
so the Trujillo Moreno race.
Johnny Trio.
That's
I'll take the trio all day on that.
that's our district.
That is our district. So
yeah.
you too, right?
So I get to vote, and I'm voting for Trujillo.
For Trio.
Hands down.
And I will say though, Trio is kind of the backbone of what's the change that's been going on, because you got Mrs. Navarro doing a good job, Miss Joe doing a good job.
Yep.
For the most part, I like almost everything. Like I said, not everything, but almost.
Not everything.
But that's the way it is with everybody. And Mr. Trio, though, I think he's the backbone that kind of holds everything up.
It sure seems that way right now.
Yeah. So that's the way I see it.
Okay, so those are the ones we get to vote in. But then there's another race across town over by the hospital area. We
Yeah.
have the Franco, right? We have Louis Franco versus
Sarah
Guerra, the sister-in-law
Another sister.
and business partner.
Another one.
And business partner.
And business partner.
Scott Robertson.
And almost always votes the same. Almost always.
I only remember one time that they differ.
Yeah.
But
And the big thing with her, though, remember, I always bring it up, how she, at one council meeting,
She did it.
She said, I
She
put
did
my
it.
religion to the side to be up here.
Yeah.
Basically to be,
And unless she started a YouTube channel and she has recanted that, I haven't heard anything to the contrary.
Nope. And I think they just don't talk about it, and they're hoping that it kind of goes away.
Well, it ain't going away, especially when
Yeah.
Roger gets a hold of it, because he's gonna.
Well, yeah, and not only that, I mean, Lewis should be knocking on the doors, basically just saying that.
I'd be banging on the drum. Yeah,
Yeah.
she put her religion aside. I'm Lewis.
I'm
vote
putting
for
my
me.
religion to the side to be,
Right,
in
right.
politics. Oh man, horrific.
So
Very horrific.
that's the other council race. The only other board we have is the health board.
Yes.
So we have 3 seats there. Anthony Herrera's
He's
running
already
unopposed.
on, yeah.
He's on. We have
Oh, so then it's the other. It's Leticia Gallardo, Marina Matis, and Mrs. Martinez. But we haven't seen or heard anything about Mrs. Martinez.
I don't know anything about.
There's nothing out there,
Right.
man.
Now,
What Luis seen?
Marez, we did
Did a video with Marina.
Yeah.
She did good. She's telling us about herself.
I-
Totally questioning the money.
I liked her. You know, we
Yeah,
talked.
me too.
Not just the video we did. We talked before we started recording and stuff. I like her.
Yeah.
And if I could vote for that one, I would definitely vote
Me
for
too.
her.
Me too. 100%.
Yeah.
So you got, and then who's the incumbent is another sister again.
Oh, the other race?
Every race, man.
Oh, this is
Oh, man,
This
come
is
on,
this is the
man.
fun. This is the fun.
Oh
yeah.
man, another one.
Yeah.
She's the incumbent, you know, and she's the one that believes that the money's used for everything.
She said everything is health
Everything.
related.
Yeah. Oh man,
That's a stretch.
it's a big stretch. And then one more race. Over
Oh, this is the good one.
there. Oh, Rosemary Alanis
Rosemary Ellen
versus Yolanda Torres.
2 polar opposites. I mean, you
Oh
couldn't. Yeah.
man. So you see, so this is my opinion of watching Yolanda. See, I would vote for Rosemary Alanis
100%.
because I know her.
200%.
Oh man, straight, just straight. This is what you want, right? You trust people,
Right.
get them on. You want them to do their job. That's it. Just boom, do what you're supposed to do.
Right.
What I'm afraid with Yolanda, she seems to be tied in with the family stuff, with the other people.
Sure seems like a branch of that family tree.
Yeah, 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 dude. And not only that, yeah, and
Sucker coming off the bottom.
yeah, yeah, and then she mentioned something about nonprofits. One reason why
on her-
she's running
on her sign. Yeah.
Not why the hell would you say that? That's a turnoff, man. Right away, I'm like, oh, dude.
Well, okay. So, in fairness, right?
Yeah.
That's all the
You
board
can-
can give money to.
Yeah, nonprofits.
There's nonprofits, but
But when you say it like
there's
that,
a lot of nonprofits that aren't health related.
exactly. What
Unless
are you
you're
talking
twisting it.
about?
Yeah, so it sure seems like it's kind of a dog whistle, a subliminal message
That's the
saying,
way I took it.
hey,
man.
everybody, don't worry, we're going to still get you some
Get
money.
you your money.
Yeah, so,
Oh, man.
yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah, so I definitely would vote for Rosemary.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Rosemary, man. And it's from the actions that they've done in the past.
Yep, yep.
So that's all of those, man. And then the other things, we talked about endorsements. We talked about who's running, who would we vote for.
Yep.
And then the other thing, too, was social media. The lies that are coming out. And I mean, it's expected. And it doesn't
Right.
surprise me that
Right.
the mayor's wife has said some stuff, and I can't even see it. I've been looking for it. I see some old stuff. I can't see none of her new stuff.
Right. Well, that's probably because you're like me and you're blocked.
Oh man.
So, okay.
Why would she block anybody?
Right. That's the thing. So the queen of transparency herself,
Who
Rose
says
Robertson,
that?
who says transparency,
Mayor's
transparency,
wife.
transparency, right?
Yeah.
The mayor's wife. Be transparent, transparent, transparent. Blocks people so they can't see her. And she's not being transparent.
Yeah.
Now-
Unblock Mr. Fedor.
Unblock me. Let me say, because, and the only reason
Rebut it. Yeah, that way you can. If she's talking about you,
Right.
she shouldn't. It's almost like she's a coward. If you're talking about Joel,
I'm going to bring the truth.
yeah,
I'm going to bring the light, and it's like, it's like walking in the kitchen in the middle of the night, you flip the light on, and the cockroaches take off running, man.
oh, that's what happened.
And so, I mean, unblock me. Let me say,
yeah. I mean, she's going to be talking about.
we've got videos on here for years
Yeah,
in
it's
the
been
rear,
years,
right?
man, yeah.
You can watch it. You can see we're not changing what we've said. We've been consistent all the way through.
Yep.
And we're not blocking anybody.
No.
Say something. And we've
Yeah.
had people say stuff that they didn't like or us, what we were saying or whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, you're entitled to a First Amendment.
Exactly. But they block you. They block you so you don't rebut it.
They block you so that their lies are not exposed.
Exposed. Hoping that you don't see them.
Right.
I don't know, and I'm sure they realize sooner or later that somebody will take a snapshot and send it to us. That's what's been happening.
Right. Well,
sometimes.
here's the kicker. When you're blocking somebody and you're trying to fool and you're trying to lie to people, the reason they're trying to lie to you is because they think you're stupid.
That's what she's doing.
She thinks you're stupid enough
Mhm.
to believe it.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't
No.
think the people Selma are.
No. Yeah, I don't think so either. So the little clip that I got was she's saying something about school safety. Joe Fedor, you're not on the school board yet.
No.
She said, and then she brings up me, Miss Alanis. Why doesn't she bring up everybody?
Why did you bring up the council that voted against SROs?
And that's what I was going to say. Did she bother to mention on that
Nope.
thread
Nope.
that her husband didn't vote for cops on campus, the SROs? That right there would have stopped everything. I mean, so she said, "Oh, Joel this, Roger that," but yet she doesn't say nothing about her husband voting against the SROs. And guess what? I voted for him. Actually brought it up. That was that was one of the agenda items I brought up. But Miss Alanis did, Mr. Sahota, Miss Winters.
Well,
at the
if I'm
time.
not mistaken,
Everybody did except for her husband
Hey.
and her sister.
I'm going to give you props right here because if I'm not mistaken, you're one of the champions of the fence at Abraham Lincoln.
Yep. I mean, I brought it up for almost a decade. I've been bringing it up until it got done this year. And I'll say this: the only reason why it did get done is because the board flipped. We got two. So I brought it up when I came back in 2018.
Right.
2019. I brought it up. There's no support for it, just myself. Brought it back up when the board flipped. Mrs. Alanis, Mr. Sodi came in, and guess what? Now we have the fence.
Right
So
on.
does it matter who you put in office?
It absolutely
100% it matters.
Absolutely
for,
matters.
For accountability, to do what you're supposed to do, you got to get the right people. You got to get good people and, man, straight up people.
Yep.
This is why Mr. Fedor, great candidate. This is why Mrs. Alanis is a great candidate.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then the other ones, man, same thing.
We do have some good candidates running.
Yeah, straight up people is what you want,
Yep.
man.
Yep.
And not so, but for Mrs. The mayor's wife to go on the attack as usual, to block so nobody rebuts, and it's almost like she's angry. I take it like she's like I could read like she's mad. Why are you mad? Yeah, you guys are doing it. Why are you mad? Why are you mad, man? Why are you mad?
Yeah, you're mad because we're talking about what you're doing. Well, hey, just don't do it. We don't have to talk about
Don't do it. And then try to mislead people. I mean, it's horrific. Which, man, she's horrific to me, man. And then all the sisters running, all the boards. And I'm not trying to bash the sisters, but come on, man. You're on every board. I don't even know how people think that's okay. Do they know? That's the problem. Do they know?
It's legal.
Is it
but
ethical?
Is it ethical? Is it? Yeah, right. So,
And I used to like to bring up that all you got to do is watch the city council. When the mayor and the sister-in-law are tight, super tight like they are, that's exactly why you don't do that. You shouldn't do that, in my opinion.
Yep.
And
100%.
they beat the drum all the time. And remember the campaign promises. Our new park.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Where's the park, man? Well, now you're gonna do it. Now, if we vote for you, you're gonna do it.
Right.
Now, come on, man.
It's like
it ain't gonna happen.
It's like the kid in 4th grade running for class
Anytime
president who says we're gonna make longer recess. Well, guess what? You didn't do it, bud.
Hey, that's what they remind me of too. The kids that do that, man, and bullies too. Some of these guys are. Oh man.
Oh, they're absolute bullies.
Oh
yeah.
man. The one that's I talked about this already, man. But the one that's running against you, sister. She flipped me off when I was walking.
I've got screenshots from 2 years ago when she was talking trash on Facebook, and I'm just like, wow.
Man. Oh, she's hammered us all
hey,
the time.
for that matter, Yolanda Torres. I went down to the police station and fired an incident report.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they say that we're bullies.
We're the bullies, but yet,
no.
I've got the card that has a number on it and
Case
everything.
number, yeah.
It's like, hey, whoa, hang on a second.
Event number, whatever you want to
You
call
can
it.
say, hey, we welcome it. You can say whatever you want on the comments, anything.
Yeah.
We're not going to silence you. We may not agree with you, but we are not going to silence you.
Yeah, say whatever you want. And that's another thing. The mayor likes to promote freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. He's right.
Hey,
we can say whatever the hell we want.
There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate.
Exactly. And that's kind of what they do, right? Some of them do, right?
They may hate the stuff we're saying, but it ain't hate speech.
Oh, man. Hey, I love the part that we went over all the people running, because a lot of people don't even know who's running. And a lot of people don't even know the districts because they're carved out. So
they are really weird,
yeah,
and they're all different too.
The only reason why we know is we have to look at the addresses.
And we put a lot of time into it,
dude, man. It's exciting, Joe. I'm excited for you.
Hey, I love it, man. It's beautiful. It's a Friday night. We can hear the football game going on over at the high school, homecoming.
We gave up homecoming to do this video to get the information out to you guys. I love it, though. I love it.
Yeah,
I mean, who knows, man? And
well, congratulations to whoever the homecoming king and queen are.
Yep.
That's awesome. High school, and
I love it, man. Oh man,
love Selma. That's why we're here.
Yeah, right. 4 years we've been doing this, man. It's been a long time, man. And like you said, it's consistent. We've been consistent. Don't lie. We don't have to lie. I mean, what's happening? What's happening naturally is
we just got to talk about the truth. That's fun enough, man.
Yeah, and that's true. Man, anything else, Joe?
That's it. I'm good.
All right, man. Friday
Bye,
night.
Selma.
Thanks, guys. Like, subscribe, and leave comments.